Compound interest is one of the most powerful forces in finance, often described as the eighth wonder of the world by those who understand its potential. However, for many people, compound interest remains a confusing and often misunderstood concept. This confusion can lead to financial missteps, whether underestimating the growth of investments or failing to grasp the full cost of debt. In this blog, we'll break down how compound interest works, explore its impact on both savings and debt, and offer strategies for managing and controlling its effects. Before we get to the rest of the video, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. What is compound interest? At its core, compound interest is the process by which interest earns interest. Unlike simple interest, where you earn interest only on the original amount, the principal, compound interest allows your interest to grow exponentially because it is calculated on the initial principal as well as the accumulated interest from previous periods. For example, if you invest $1,000 at an annual interest rate of 5%, after 1 year, you'll have $1,050. In the second year, you don't just earn 5% on the initial $1,000, you earn 5% on $1,050, giving you $1,102.50. This process continues over time, causing your investment to grow more rapidly than it would with simple interest. Why compound interest is confusing. Many people struggle to understand compound interest because the idea that interest earns interest isn't always intuitive. This can lead to several misconceptions: linear versus exponential growth. People often think of growth in linear terms, assuming that interest will add a fixed amount each period. However, compound interest grows exponentially, meaning the amount added each period increases over time. This exponential growth can be hard to visualize and predict. Long-term impact. The true power of compound interest becomes more apparent over long periods. For short-term savings or debts, the difference between simple and compound interest might seem negligible. However, over decades, this difference can be substantial, either significantly growing your wealth or leading to a ballooning debt. The real impact: savings versus debt, compound interest on savings and investments. When applied to savings and investments, compound interest can significantly increase your wealth over time. The earlier you start saving or investing, the more time compound interest has to work in your favor. For example, if you start saving $100 per month at age 25 with a 6% annual return, by the time you're 65, you could have over $185,000. However, if you start the same savings plan at age 35, you might only have about $94,000 by age 65. The difference is due to the additional decade of compound growth. Compound interest on debt. Unfortunately, compound interest can also work against you when it comes to debt. Credit cards, for instance, often charge compound interest on unpaid balances. If you carry a balance from month to month, you're not just paying interest on the original amount you borrowed, you're paying interest on the interest. This can cause your debt to grow quickly, making it difficult to pay off. For example, if you have a $5,000 credit card balance with an 18% interest rate and only make the minimum payment each month, it could take you over 20 years to pay off the debt, and you might end up paying more than $10,000 in interest alone. Managing and controlling compound interest. For savings and investments, start early. The earlier you start saving or investing, the more time compound interest has to work for you. Regular contributions. Even small regular contributions can grow significantly over time due to compounding. Reinvest earnings. Reinvest dividends or interest to take full advantage of compounding. For debt, pay more than the minimum. Always try to pay more than the minimum on loans or credit cards to reduce the principal faster and limit the amount of interest that can accumulate. Understand the terms. Be aware of how interest is calculated on your debts. Compound interest can quickly increase the total cost of a loan or credit card balance. Consolidate or refinance. Consider consolidating high-interest debts or refinancing to a lower rate to reduce the impact of compound interest. Compound interest is a double-edged sword. When harnessed effectively, it can significantly enhance your financial future through savings and investments. However, when misunderstood or ignored, it can lead to the rapid accumulation of debt. By understanding how compound interest works and implementing strategies to maximize its benefits and mitigate its drawbacks, you can take control of your financial destiny. Understanding the impact of compound interest is crucial for both personal financial planning and managing debt. Whether you're saving for the future or trying to pay down debt, knowing how interest works can help you make more informed decisions and achieve your financial goals.